Hello, what's up? Ali here for another update for our PS4 Jailbreak. And recently, there has been a development for a new entry exploit that was recorded or that was reported to be working on the firmware 6.0 up to 9.60. And before we get too excited about this is still just an entry exploit. And without a kernel exploit, entry exploit are basically nothing. So just a quick heads up for those who are not yet aware. For a complete chain of jailbreak to be working, there has to be an entry exploit and a kernel exploit. But the good thing about this entry exploit is it is reported to be faster and more stable than the current entry exploit that we are using on the 9.0. And since this new entry exploit is still a work in progress, looking at how stable as it is right now, we can actually expect a lot of great things on the exploit in the near future. And before we get to the how to use this exploit, let us provide more news about how good this news actually really is, and what is the future of this exploit, and is this the future of the PS4 jailbreak. So let us start with what makes this exploit actually good. Well, since this one supports from 6.0 to 9.60, this is actually great for, or this is actually a great news for those PS4 who are not or who are stuck with some specific firmware. So if you are on any firmware between 7.55 and 9.0, we have to update to 9.0 to be able to jailbreak our PS4 first. And with this new entry exploit, if there will be a kernel exploit that will be paired on this, you will be able to jailbreak your PS4 within any firmware between 6.0 to 9.60. But then again, we still have to wait for a kernel exploit to be paired on a specific firmware that you are going to use. And thanks to the guys behind this new entry exploit, they were able to integrate this new entry exploit to the current exploit that we are using on the 9.0, which makes it more stable and faster. But unfortunately, since this is still on a early working stage, you will have to host your payloads privately. But we can definitely expect some updates really soon so that we can just use this like the normal web host that we are currently using. And another reminder, since we are still be using the same kernel exploit, you will still need a USB dongle to activate your jailbreak. But personally, looking at how stable this new entry exploit is, I am actually excited for some good things that we can expect in the near future. So let us go ahead and show you how we can use this exploit. By the way, we are going to need an internet connection. And also, again, just a reminder, this will only work if you are on 9.0 and lower. But on this video, we are going to use this on the firmware 9.0. So let us set up our internet connection first. So go to the network and set up internet connection. Choose custom. And on the DNS settings, choose this primary DNS and just leave the secondary DNS to 0000. After this, let us go ahead and go to the browser. Press Option, choose Close Window. Option again, delete all. Back to Option, Settings, delete cookies, and clear website data. Now on the URL, just enter this address. So when you see this notification, just click on OK. And here, just activate your jailbreak as usual. You will notice how fast and stable to activate our jailbreak. But for now, the current status of this host, we still need to host our payloads privately. But we can expect some updates in the near future so that we can use this like our regular web host. And to those who are not yet aware how to load payloads privately, let us go ahead and show you how to do that. First, let us go ahead and get the IP address of our PS4. You can get the IP address on the network settings or on the system and system information. And once you have your IP address, we are going to need an application called the PS4 Payload Sender. So I will just leave a link on our description. Just open the link and click on this part to download the application. Now on the downloaded file, you can run the program by clicking on this file. Now let us go ahead and go back to our PS4. On the application, here on the PS4 IP, we have to enter the IP address of our PS4. And before we run any payload, we have to make sure that we are choosing the firmware of our PS4. In my case, we have here the 9.0. So So we have to choose this one. And the port that we are going to use to send the payload. For this application, we are going to use the port 9020. Now on the PS4, we have to run the exploit again. And on this part, you can just simply choose any payloads that you want to send to your PS4. So let us go ahead and send the gold hen. Once you see this, you can go ahead and enjoy your jailbroken PS4. For now, we have to send our payloads privately, but we can expect any updates soon, and we can expect this to be used like the regular web host that we are using on our current PS4 jailbreak. But is it worth it to change our host because of this new update? Well, personally, I am really excited about any updates that we can get from this new entry exploit. It is so much stable and faster than our previous entry exploit. And also, just to answer some of the questions that we have been receiving for the past few days, there has been some issues where they cannot access some web host. Most probably that is because of the DNS that you are using. So what I can strongly recommend is just set your network connection to either easy or use the DNS that we have showed you. So this will be it for now. If you have questions or suggestions or anything you wish to add on our video, please go ahead and share them on our comment section and I will definitely address them. And again, my name is Ali. If you found this really helpful, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will definitely see you on our next video. Bye-bye.